Yeah, we back. Now, today we're going to be talking about Tariq Nasheed and Charleston White. Now, today's video is going to be a follow-up video to one I dropped the other day entitled Tariq Nasheed vs. Charleston White needs to happen immediately. Now, as you already know, Charleston White, sometime in the past week, directly sent shots at Tariq Nasheed, called him out by name, left no speculation, zero ambiguity. I'm going to play that clip for those of y'all who might not have seen it. But in that video, I basically said, I think this would be an excellent matchup. I think it would break Black YouTube. I think it would go crazy, probably go 1 million views. And as we can see, if you go to Tariq Nasheed's YouTube channel, he spent the last 12 to 16 months going back and forth with Nigerian Uber drivers and Somalian shop owners and things like that. So I think that Charleston White would actually be a worthy opponent. But recently, it seems that Tariq Nasheed is ducking the smoke. He don't really want that smoke, right? He don't want no smoke. I don't know why. So I'm going to play the clip from Charleston White. You know, we're going to run that back, and then I'm going to jump into the clip from Tariq Nasheed, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. Let's go.
It's the type of nigga Tariq Nasheed ask us to check. You gotta check those.
Man, fuck Tariq. Tariq want to be a pimp at first. Niggas don't give a damn about no Tariq Nasheed. Nigga, fuck Tariq Nasheed. We don't give a fuck about Tariq Nasheed. This grown ass man done got on here and repeated what Tariq Nasheed done said. Nigga, I ain't never seen Tariq Nasheed in the community doing a motherfucking thing. He's always been on camera talking. See, I come from the bottom. Nigga started out in the community doing shit. I started doing before I started talking. Nigga, actions speak louder than words. This black son bitch done got on here and said Tariq. Nigga, fuck Tariq Nasheed. Come on now. Nigga, don't do us like that, repeating what Tariq Nasheed said. Now, had you quoted Marcus Garvey, you probably would have had some. But this nigga done come with Tariq Nasheed. Nigga, fuck you and Tariq.
You seen Nasheed? Where Tariq at? Like, it's been 3 days. That bitch ass nigga ain't pop outside. What's going on?
Man, Tariq know he better ignore me. Yeah, Tariq better do what Lil Boosie doing. The best way to beat me is to ignore me. But boy, if you respond to me, I'm gonna have your family encouraging you to crash out. I'm gonna be saying some mean shit about the kids, your dead mama, the cat.
I want y'all to understand, sometimes dumbasses and haters can be your best promoters. They can be the best promoters for messages. You dig? And sometimes when there's trolling, I want us to understand, sometimes you don't even legitimize trolling. When people are having troll arguments or bad faith arguments, don't even legitimize that shit. You don't even have to refer to that or respond to it in a serious manner.
Now, if you watch my last video, then what I basically said was, just from an entertainment perspective and also from a business perspective, I think that Tariq Nasheed and Charleston White would be an epic showdown. Everybody would eat. Tariq Nasheed would eat. Charleston White would eat. And those of us in the Black YouTube space, obviously, we'd be making reaction videos, so we also would eat. So I think everybody would win all around. It'd be a good matchup, some good comedy, some good jokes, some good entertainment. But as we can see, Tariq Nasheed, he don't want them problems. He don't want that smoke, man. He don't want the confrontation. As you can see, his reaction to Charleston White is very different from his reaction to other individuals and other public personalities, right? He's deciding to take the high road, right? Basically saying, you know, I'm just too high up in the sky. You know, I can't be bothered, you know, with the peons down below. I'm not going to step off the throne to address the common man, right? When in reality, Charleston White, he doesn't need to clout chase. He has an audience just as big, if not bigger than you. He does sold out comedy shows across the country. Damn near anytime he does an interview by himself, it's 1 million views, sometimes 2 million views, hundreds of thousands of views for everything that drops. So that's why I say from a business perspective, everybody would eat. And Tariq, as somebody that does business, even though in the past I might have called him a low-level businessman who engages in low-level commerce, but still, even he understands there will be a massive benefit in going back and forth with Charleston White, just from the publicity side alone. Now, in my last video, I had a few individuals in the comment section try to make it seem like, oh, you know, don't go back and forth with Charleston White, man. That's a waste of time. But if you go to Tariq Nasheed's YouTube channel, he's going back and forth, like I said, with the goddamn Nigerian Uber drivers, the Somalian shop owners, the Jamaican landscapers, the Senegalese street vendors, the Liberian security guards, the Zimbabwean taxi drivers. So to make it seem like going back and forth with random individuals off the street is a better content strategy instead of going back and forth with somebody on an equal footing as yourself, such as Charleston White, I think that not only is Tariq Nasheed ducking the smoke, but also his fan base is also ducking the smoke on his behalf, right? They know what time it is too. So like I said, man, I'm not really feeling Tariq Nasheed's response to this entire situation. I've seen him make over 1 hour broadcast about a random video he found on TikTok from somebody with 700 subscribers. Now to make it seem like, we're not gonna respond to Charleston White, bro. You a coward, you scared, you ducking the smoke. And to be honest, bro, I kind of understand. Because that is what a lot of people said that Drake should have done when it came to Kendrick Lamar, right? When Drake got called out by Kendrick Lamar, a lot of folks said, man, Drake, don't even engage, right? You can go back and forth with Meek Mill, you can go back and forth with Pusha T, you can go back and forth with all these other individuals. But when it came to Kendrick Lamar, a lot of people felt that Drake should have just acted like he didn't even see it, acted like he didn't even hear it, right? Just keep doing your thing, keep it moving. But because he decided to engage, Kendrick Lamar came with the knockout punch. Destroyed that boy. So even though I believe Tariq Nasheed is aware of the business opportunity in terms of driving traffic and getting clicks and views on his channel, which I think that is his main priority, that drives all of his actions. So I think this would be a great opportunity, but I also believe that he is aware that this could go terribly wrong. So he's making the calculation like a general going into battle, right? I could go and attack the city. I could go and capture the city, but I might lose my entire army. That's what they call a Pyrrhic victory, meaning that there's a possibility that you could win, but at what cost, right? At what cost? You might lose everything else trying to get this big victory. So I think in this situation, Tariq Nasheed is bowing out like a gentleman, right? He's like, listen, I want no smoke, man. You got that. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. I want no problems, man. You know, I'm just a family man. I'm gonna go home to my family. That's basically what Tariq Nasheed is saying, right? Tariq Nasheed is saying, I'm just a family man. I don't want no problems. I'm gonna go back home to my wife and kids and read my kids their bedtime stories. Listen, I don't want no beef, man. You know, I'm 50 years old, bro. You know, that's basically what Tariq Nasheed is saying. And like I mentioned before, what can Tariq Nasheed really say against Charleston White? What can he really say? You can't call him an immigrant. His family and his bloodline been in the country going back centuries. He from Texas. He ain't from Senegal. He ain't from the Gambia, right? You can't really call him a Democrat shill. You can't really call him, undercover agent for the Democrats because, like I said, he's a Republican Trump supporter. When Trump won the election, Charleston White celebrated. So you can't call him a Democrat agent. And also, Tariq knows that Charleston White is not scared to cross any boundaries. He'll talk about your wife. He'll talk about your white mother-in-law running scams in the Caribbean with them fake charities. Charleston White would really go in on you, boy, in a crazy, disrespectful, and an entertaining and comedic way, to where even those in your audience might even feel a way about it, right? Your own fan base might get their feelings hurt. So that's why I said Tariq Nasheed is making this decision as if he was a general in the army, and he's saying, listen, I don't think that this battle would turn out good for us in the long run. I think that even though we might come out on top on paper, I think that overall, I think we might lose the overall engagement. So I think that he's simply bowing out like a gentleman and taking the high road. Now, the funny thing about it and the ironic thing about it is, just a day after that, he dropped a video talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, right? Dr. Umar Johnson, I think he's in Ghana right now. He got his citizenship in Ghana. So he made a video, a whole broadcast, right? Like, take a look up on the screen. As you can see, a whole entire broadcast dedicated to Dr. Umar Johnson. And Dr. Umar Johnson, from what I can tell, has not spoken on Tariq Nasheed anytime recently, right? He's in Ghana. He's doing his thing in Ghana. I think the president just got inaugurated. So everybody down in Ghana for the inauguration, Ibrahim Traore down there, bro. Everybody is in Ghana right now for the presidential inauguration. So Umar Johnson minded his business, but Tariq Nasheed decided to dedicate an entire broadcast, right? Over 20 minutes long, talking about Dr. Umar Johnson in Ghana, talk about, the Ghanaians, the Africans, they scamming, this, that, and the third. But Charleston White called you straight to the carpet. Now, all of a sudden, you acting like Mahatma Gandhi. You turning the other cheek. And that, to me, reveals your true agenda, right? Because you'll take a shot at Dr. Umar Johnson simply because indirectly you can take a shot at Africa, right? But you can't really do that with Charleston White. You don't really have any angles in the debate against Charleston White. Can't really attack the African continent. Can't really attack the Democrats. What can you really attack? He's just a black man from Texas. So what, you gonna talk about Texas? Can't do that. So now he got you backed into a corner. But the thing is with Charleston White, he don't got no problem talking about the fact that you just a country boy from Alabama, right? He'll get real disrespectful with you. Oh, you just a country boy from the backwoods of Alabama. He'll start talking crazy to you, right? But you won't be able to respond because then you'll be attacking your own lineage, right? Because that's somebody from your own lineage. So now you backed into a corner. You don't got shit to say. So you just say, you know what? Let's talk about Africa and Ghana and Dr. Umar Johnson, bro. Listen. Clown, bro. Clown, you a coward. You don't want that smoke. You ducking the smoke, bro. You ducking the smoke. And you know what I'm saying is facts, bro. You know you ducking the smoke because just 2 weeks ago, you dedicated over an hour broadcast, over an hour of your life talking about Fat Joe. When Fat Joe called you out less than a month ago, you was ready for the smoke. You got straight into the boxing ring. You had no issue. When it came to Fat Joe, you wasn't giving any of these Martin Luther King speeches. But now all of a sudden, we taking the high road. Why is that, bro? Why is that? Because obviously Fat Joe is not the most, he's not the most intelligent guy, not the most articulate guy. And also when it comes to Fat Joe, you can also attack other ethnic groups, right? Because when you were talking about Fat Joe, you started attacking the Haitians in the middle of the broadcast. I don't even know what the connection was between that, right? In the middle of your Fat Joe broadcast, you started attacking Haitians. And that's why you responded to Fat Joe, because that angle is easy. That's the tried and true, right? I can just start ranting about immigrants all goddamn day for an hour straight. But when it comes to Charleston White, you can't really do that. It wouldn't make any sense, right? If you're going back and forth with Charleston White and then you start going into a diatribe about Jamaicans, everybody gonna look at you crazy. So you can't really attack that angle in the debate against Charleston White, because he's a country boy from Texas, you a country boy from Alabama. So that angle is obsolete. Now, when it came to the rap applies, right? When it came to the rap applies, you had no problem going at the rap applies, even though he's a country boy from Florida and you're a country boy from Alabama. But you know how you attack Plies? You called him an agent for the Democrats. So you were able to attack the Democrat angle when it came to Plies, right? So if the immigrant angle isn't available, you go to the Democrat angle. So that's why you had no problem going back and forth with the rap applies. And also, similar to Fat Joe, he's not the most articulate or intelligent guy, very easy to break down in a debate. So you had no issue when it came to that verbal engagement between you and the rap applies. And I believe that. I don't think the rap applies ever responded to you in the first place, right? But you decided to take it upon yourself to respond to him. So now all of a sudden you giving us these Mahatma Gandhi speeches about we turning the other cheek and we taking the high road, bro. You a coward. You ducking the smoke. Tariq Nasheed ducking the smoke. Hashtag Tariq Nasheed ducking that smoke. Now, when it came to Joy Reid, right? Joy Reid, the MSNBC political pundit, media personality, you had no problem responding to Joy Reid, because when it comes to Joy Reid, you can attack both angles simultaneously, right? You can call her an agent for the Democrats, which she is, and then at the same time, you can attack her for her African ancestry. So it's a 2-for-1 knockout punch. So you have no problem going at individuals such as Joy Reid. And the same thing goes for Uncle Luke. Same thing. You can call him an agent for the Democrats, as well as you can attack him for his, I think he's from Barbados or the Bahamas. So you can attack him for his ancestry as well. So like I said, 2-for-1 knockout punch. So you have no problem engaging with individuals like Uncle Luke. We wasn't getting none of these Martin Luther King speeches when it was time to go at Uncle Luke, right? But all of a sudden, Charleston White, a formidable opponent, steps into the building. Now all of a sudden, I don't got no time for that. I'm just a family man. Okay, it's cool. Anyway, like I said, same thing goes for Myron Gaines. You had no problem attacking Myron Gaines, right? Now all of a sudden, when it comes to Charleston White, we ducking that smoke. We don't want no problems. We don't want no beef. Listen, man, it's cool. I mean, I understand it. Like I said, I understand it. The same reason why Drake should not have engaged with Kendrick Lamar. As you can see, it did not end well for Drake. You know, it didn't end well for Drake. So just call it what it is, man. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, I'm doing some crazy intelligent maneuvers. Nah, bro, you just ducking the smoke. That's all it is, bro. You just ducking smoke. It's cool. Sometimes we gotta duck smoke. Sometimes you gotta make a tactical retreat. Sometimes you got to make a tactical retreat. That's what happens in warfare, bro. Sometimes you got to retreat, regroup, come back. You know, sometimes you got to retreat altogether and never come back. But, you know, either way in war, you got to make these, you know, on the fly decisions. So I understand, bro. I understand. Protect the brand. You keep the money on the table. Like I said, it could have garnered you millions of views and many more subscribers, but you decided that it would probably be more beneficial to just take the high road, right? Keep the money on the table. Leave the money on the table. I get it, bro. I get it. I understand, but just call it what it is. You ducking that smoke. Anyways, man, it's your boy Nevercard. That's Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. Cash app in the description. Support the channel, man. Support the album. Peace.
No. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders. You know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we young. She said that she ready to come be my wife. Yeah, hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news. Back in my city, they loving me. Standing alone, I'm 100 deep. Enemy plotting and still in reach. They try to make sure that we underneath. Trying to make sure that we never make it. Coming for power, come get acquainted. Coming for everything that I wanted. Feeling like Drake, but I really wrote it. Feeling like Kendrick, I'm checking names. Gotta roll up while I go insane. Got so much stress, I've been gated away. Stuffing these racks in this Louis case. One thing for certain, I'm about to check. Keep it 100 and nothing less. Stick with the family since day one. Had to stay down till my day come. Had to stay down, but I'm never patient. Hop on the mic and I'm motivated. Hop on the mic and I drive a classic. Haters can't see me, they copping glasses. Back in the studio making magic. Got a new tape and it's in production. Back on my business, I got a budget. Staying low key when I'm out in public. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders. You know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we young. She said that she ready to come be my wife. Yeah, hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news. Making the